There are two participants in this conference. Please announce yourself.
This is the 523 Happy Hour with your host, Kelly Lincoln, here on netrootsradio.com. Oh yeah, this time I got it right. Yeah, I had it. This is actually take two. When I was something else in the microphone that comes unplugged, because right now I'm not using my mixer. I am using a Blue Snowball mic, which I love. But if it comes unplugged, what happens is that when I go on air, there is no microphone. So I have to stop the broadcast. Fortunately, this time it was just during the opening jingle. And had to close out the application, reopen it, and here we are. Good evening and welcome. And now you know the whole story. Well, not all of it. The whole story is that actually I had planned to also do this as a live stream through OBS Studio, Open Broadcaster Studio, and do a live stream to YouTube. And the biggest drawback to using, and I've whined, bitched, and moaned about this before, with using OBS is it lags horribly. And when I was first, started it up and got everything going and got it set up and ready to go, everything was fine, streamed beautifully, and then suddenly it began to lag, which means that I would move, or I would say something, and then I would see my mouth move a little bit later, which meant everything was going to be out of sync. The voice wasn't going to sync up with the mouth, which may or may not be a bad thing. I don't know. It all depends on your viewpoint about it. But I just didn't want to feel like dicking with it. So I closed it out, and that's why it's also coming in late this morning. And you are listening to the 523 Happy Hour, and I do this podcast, record this early Saturday morning. So it is ready to go for all you lovely listeners out there at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. And I want to give a shout out that coming up starting on Monday. This is really cool. We're going to have Randy Rhoads streaming from noon Eastern to 2 Eastern, or 3 to... So it's going to be really cool. Or noon Pacific, 3 Pacific at noon. Noonish, non-ish, 3 thing. But Randy Rhoads is going to be starting to be part of our Progressive Voices family. And that's going to be really, really cool. I love Randy Rhoads. So tune in midday. You can also tune in the morning for Cagro in the Morning and the Justice Department, Musique Sans Frontières, our original programming, which you really need to take a listen to because it's really, really good. And of course, Saturday nights at midnight. I should start doing this show at Fridays so I can do it Fridays and Saturday nights at midnight, which was a Pago Wiccan satire series of short stories that I wrote years ago. I should start writing those again. Midnight for the late night morning talk show with Kelly and Ricky, me and Ricky from Canada. Well, by the time it actually comes on the air, it's 1 a.m. her time because she's on Atlantic time. And what's going on here? Do you know what's going on? What's going on? So we got this whole thing going, or I do, where I don't know about you, but sometimes when I'm focusing really, really hard on something, like what I'm going to attempt to present today, weasel words, we all know weasel words. The weasel in chief is like a master at them. So anyway, whenever I spend a good deal of time working on something, I then find myself and this is an affect of this is unquantifiable affect of my brain injury, that I need to lie down and nap. And so, which is why when I'm working on something, I don't like to take a break, because as soon as I break, I find I'm tired and I need to lie down. And it's really annoying. It's frustratingly annoying. And oh, by the way, just so you know, I am a beginner. I'm certified in neuro-linguistic programming, which is using language to achieve change. And which is why I'm attempting to talk about language abuse. And the language abuser in chief is like very, very good at this. He spent a lot of money doing a private session with Tony Robbins, learning how to abuse. Well, Robbins doesn't teach language abuse, but that's essentially what
Hi, it's Tom. Could we humbly suggest your donation to netrootsradio.com? All we've got to run this 24-hour powerhouse of progressive resistance radio is what comes out of our own wallets. And you are our biggest donor. And it doesn't take much, $3, $5. Just go to the bottom of our netrootsradio.com page and hit our secure donate button. Heck, you can even make a recurring contribution, and you'll get a wondiferous pair of Netroots radio stickers for application to your backpack, your bumper sticker, or your banjo. Well, it's up to you which backpack you want to put it on. So donate what you'd like at the bottom of our netrootsradio.com's homepage, because you are our biggest donor. netrootsradio.com. Together, we are Resistance Radio.